Alright, hey guys, my name is Shadow, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. We haven't been here in quite a while. In fact, probably no one has. I'm sure No Man's Sky has been a very lonely place. Anyways, we've just gotten a new update a couple of days ago, and this is called the Pathfinder update. Now, a couple of months ago, we got an update called the Foundation update, and that basically brought us stuff like base building, so we can now build things like this and stuff, and that's fairly cool. We also got stuff like creative mode, which we're in right now. We got normal mode, and with the latest update, we now have permadeath mode, which I'll probably not be touching. But we also have, in the Pathfinder update, the addition of something called Exocraft, which are these three things in front of me right here. Now, we have three different varieties of Exocraft. We have the small one here, this is the Nomad. We have the medium-sized one here, this is the Roamer. And we have the very, very large one over here, this is the Colossus. So these are very different craft, and they're all fairly cool. They do kind of the same things. As you can see, the Nomad is kind of a hovery one. The Roamer is kind of, you know, your quick little all-terrain sort of vehicle. And then the Colossus, well, it's huge. Yeah. But they pretty much all do the same things. You get in them and you drive them around, except that this one hovers and the other two have wheels. But you get in them, and notice that as with your ship, you're in a first-person view, but with these things you have a third-person view because they couldn't be bothered to put in a cockpit. That's probably not the reason, but anyways. So, we can drive these around, and they're pretty good for, you know, just getting around general places and stuff. And it's basically the same sort of controls as from Halo, where you point the camera where you want to go, and the ship or the craft goes there. Now, you can do certain things with these. If we open up the tab thing, it has an inventory just like the spaceship, and you can also upgrade them with different things. I mean, if you're in creative mode, you won't have to go around and collect resources or anything. You can just click on little tabs here and install all the stuff. Now, I've already got everything installed, so there's an acceleration module, there is a signal booster, and there is a mining laser and a mounted cannon. I think it already comes with the mining laser installed, but that's what you get, and those are the same upgrades that you get for all of the Exocraft, so they can pretty much all do the same things. So we have the mounted cannon, which just fires like this, and then we have the mining laser, which we can switch to by pressing G, and it'll mine stuff just like that. So these are actually a lot more useful if you want to go out and mine resources than just trying to use your regular handheld laser, because, well, they gather things way more quickly. And if you really want to, you can also use these things to just shoot general wildlife and harass the natives, stuff like that. If you really want to, you can do that. Here in creative mode, I don't think there are any sentinels, so there are probably no consequences for doing stuff like that. Now, something that these vehicles are really useful for is like going and exploring the cave networks and stuff. So that's kind of fun to do with these. Now, if you're in the Colossus, oh, well, actually, I hadn't tried that before. Now, if you're in any of these vehicles, I guess there's stuff that you can just run over and kind of smash, like these things here, but there's also stuff that you cannot run over and smash, like trees. I'm not sure why, if you're in the Colossus, you cannot run over trees and just smash them instantly. Now, some other cool stuff that we have here is stuff like, photo mode. This is a new feature where we can just get like an external camera view and go around and take cameras and stuff. Take cameras? No, we can take pictures. I don't know why I just said take cameras. But yeah, we can go around and take pictures with the photo mode. So if that's something that you're into, you can totally do that with photo mode. All right, so I've driven the Nomad a little distance away, and I've walked back to the base. Now, you might be wondering what you do if you take your vehicle out too far and you come back and you can't find it. Well, there's a handy fix for that. So all we have to do is open our little menu here, and we have a thing called Summon Exocraft, and we can actually summon any of our different Exocraft, but I can just place it where I want it, and then I just hit F, and bam, there it is. Now, I can also summon it back to the pad that I originally spawned it on if I go up to the control thing, and I go over here, and I do this, and then the option that appears here is just Summon Exocraft, and then it'll appear right back on the pad. So you can't really lose your craft. You can get pretty much any distance away, and it'll always reappear. So if we get in the Colossus, it's actually fairly cool. This is a big, slow craft. Well, it's not tremendously slow, but it's pretty slow. It's slower than the other two vehicles. But yeah, we can drive it around, and it's just got the same kind of weaponry that the other vehicles had. But it's pretty good for destroying wildlife if you are into destroying wildlife. That's something that you can do. You can kill weird dinosaur-looking things. But this is what I'm saying. There's kind of this problem where we can't just run over trees. Well, I ran over that tree. Okay. As soon as I say that, it doesn't work. Haha. Okay. But see, I'm running into a tree right now. And yeah, this is a pretty big tree. However, I think a craft this big should be able to run over a tree. But whatever. It's fine. And again, we can kill dinosaurs with these things. And there are also a number of other new things here in this update. Most of them have to do with building stuff here in the building things menu if you hit Z. So we have, well, of course, we have the Exocraft. And then for the Exocraft, we have kind of a feature with that. We have this thing called the Race Initiator. So what this does is if we spawn one, oh, I can't put it there, I guess. Well, whatever. If we spawn one of these, which I can't do right now for whatever reason, what happens is we don't have multiplayer in this game. So what they've done, even though they promised us multiplayer before the game launched, haha. But anyways, what they've done is they've added the Race Initiator, and what that does is if you click on it and you get in an Exocraft and you just drive around and then you end the race, right, it'll record your time and then it'll upload that to the cloud, and then other people can try and beat your time. So you can't actually race people, but people can try and beat your time, or you can try and beat your own time or whatever. So there's that. That's kind of interesting, I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. Now, again, there are a lot of new things in here that you can build. I'm not going to go through each and every one of them, but you know, there's some new things. There's stuff. We now have, you know, more decoration type stuff. So we have, you know, a bed, a wall unit, a potted plant. I'm not sure how much of this stuff was here from the Foundation update, but a lot of it's new. A lot of it is actually new. So we have like a table, we have other kinds of tables, we have chairs. Of course, we can, you know, rotate them and stuff, and we can place them wherever we want. So like I could place a chair, whoops, that's a table. I could place a chair here in front of this table, and then I could probably go sit in it if I interact with it. No, I can't sit in the chair. Okay, chair that we cannot sit in. We can place chairs that only spin when we interact with them. So that's fun. But yeah, so number of new things. That's most of them. So yeah, that's pretty much the extent of the Pathfinder update. There's also some new graphical improvements. I don't know if you guys think that the graphics look particularly better now than they did before. I don't really. It looks about the same to me. But according to the patch notes and the developers, 4K now looks better. If you're on the PS4 and you're playing on the PS4 Pro, then you can now play in 4K. If you're playing in 4K on PC, that is apparently supposed to look better. I'm only playing in 1080p myself, but I think it looks pretty much the same. These textures still look awful from, you know, the last time I played it without the Pathfinder update. And yeah, that's pretty much the extent of what we get. So that will probably conclude this video. So guys, let me know what you thought down in the comments. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.